This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go here in Inglewood. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
San Francisco.
The tight end motioning left here. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And the strength on display rallying tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find.
And he's into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Point after try, forthcoming. His kick is good. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
I'm sorry inside, they're ready to grab up. They get to the front. I want the money, the cash, the moolah, the bag, the currency stacking it up. We want the freedom to live and the freedom to have. The things we've been lacking, my bruh, so what are we lacking? I can point it out, so much that's around. Better settle down, no point doing that.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Deputy! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Trap 60, trap 60. Mustang 19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Let's it go. Downfield for Ferguson.
And you know defensively, if you go up against an offense of this caliber, Mike, you're going to have to defend against those deep shots. It's a big part of what this offense is built upon. So that's a nice job attacking and defending downfield, and they're able to force the incomplete pass.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Mike, ready.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's complete. It's Lad McConkey. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Rams first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ready, set. Come on. Set. Bronco. 70, Timberwolves. 79 Broncos. Ready.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, to the goal line, and in. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, Rams. His 12th touchdown of the year.
The kicker on for the point after.
They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll take this up past the 40, up to the 5.
Maybe you don't ever pay the bills.
Brings up second and 4.
Not even a little bit. Oh, Lord. Know yourself, know your worth. My actions been louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. Go and do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh, Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the
From the 41, here's second down and 4. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
It's a gain of 10.
It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, 49ers.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
We go 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
Get set.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, like what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Try again. It's second and 10. Throwing is Purdy. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
To the right side, this is McCaffrey. And he'll work this down inside the 35. Hammering pitches. There to bring him down.
Second and 6 at the Rams' 34-yard line.
34-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Purdy. This one intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Ready, ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll run, and that is Jarquez Hunter.
Jarquez Hunter, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, L.A.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Bronco 80, Cougar 19.
He'll drop to throw. Open is the tight end, Terrence Ferguson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That pass play good for 22. Good for a Rams first down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
26 more yards.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Second quarter now, Rams in control of the football as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Come on, set! Gravity line!
Back to the air one more time. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Get it! Cougar 19! Hurt! Ready!
On the handoff, here is Hunter. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short. Put him down at the 1.
Hurry up and get your muscle up, we up the plyometric. Ran up by the Lux when that's up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, you could diabetic. They mouth you full of deceit, let these cowards tell it.
Viking, hey, kick! Viking, hey, kick! Ready?
Keep it on the ground with Hunter. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, McCaffrey. Out trying to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Purdy works out of the pistol. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. A big-time play for the Niners. 45 yards.
In this coverage breakdown, Mike, it's just completely unacceptable. You come out in dime defense. What that means is you have 6 defensive backs and only 1 linebacker most often. So for the offense to find an open receiver with that much space to operate, you just have to imagine there was some sort of breakdown in communication and execution, because he has a lot of room to operate, and that defensive coordinator is not happy.
It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Purdy on 1st down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. A coverage right there, and it's knocked away. Incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go. 60 back.
Nomad work this forward to the 37. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Hold the ready.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
They'll stick with him again. And trying to pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And the defense can't help to stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
It's a gain of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. And he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Ready? Liking 18. Ready?
Back to throw. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. They get 16 on that connection. First down, LA.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play call. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the mark.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Here's 2nd and 2.
Three. Panther 60, Panther 60. 70, send the look. Ready?
They'll look to throw yet again. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and you're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Hey, Smash.
Hunter, and this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
5-yard line.
Here we go. Check. Bronco 80.
One more time with Hunter. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Down this close, 3rd and goal. I think that's a really good decision. Give your coach the ability to make a decision on 4th down. Do you take the points, or do you keep your offense out there and go for 6? Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Loss of 9 yards.
Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. As they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. On 2nd down, Purdy. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. And he's out of bounds. Still short the 1st down, but he got a good chunk of yardage back with that one.
But it's 3rd.
It's actually a really nice job there on 2nd down, putting this into a 3rd and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that 1st down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
3rd and short. Purdy. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Makes things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down. The drive will end there, and on comes Tressway to punt on 4th down. Returnable from the 17. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
Trap 60. Buffalo 18. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out wide. He's going to air this one out. That's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
He'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
blocking. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
That's good.
An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
At the 45-yard
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Tag! Cougar 19! Panther 60, Panther 60! Ready?
Up the middle, it is Hunter. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Rams first down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here, they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
First down, another run by Hunter. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Here we go, set! Hawk 70, Hawk 70!
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick! Ready? Bronco 80, 19 Lion! Trap 60, trap 60!
Rolling to the left. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 14 yards on that pass play there. First down, L.A.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11.
79 Broncos! Panther 11, Panther 11! Get up!
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. The extra point try forthcoming. It's up and through. And the Rams move out to a 24-10 lead.
49ers 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Kittle is the man in motion. Throwing on first down is Purdy. He'll air one out for Palmer. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Rams are in great shape here as as they take over at their 46.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
Back to the air once more on second down. He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll be lucky to just get some positive yards out of that one. Out of bounds, pickup of 2.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
What can they do here on third down and 7?
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70, Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready?
He'll look to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Glad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And now it's fourth down. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. A first down throw for Purdy. Looking down the field there, but his ball's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, but we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He'll be hit as he throws this time. It's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Third down, Purdy. And he's going to be taken down back at the 2-yard line.
I'm not sure any play has a greater impact in altering a game than forcing a safety on defense. Not only do you get the 2 points, but you give the ball back.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Right place, right time. They avoid a turnover and turn it into 6 points. We talk about it so often. Very little room to operate, and the special teams unit takes advantage, not only the block, but they recover for the touchdown.
And this is always the concern, Mike. Anytime you have to operate and punt out of your own end zone, there's just not the necessary space like there is in the field between the punter and the protection unit. In this case, the defense just gets aggressive. They put the rush on. They come away with the block. Touchdown.
Here comes a return from the 3. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First and 10. Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Purdy now on second down. That's caught by McCaffrey. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A 3-yard gain.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. In motion is Myers. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle, through the middle of the field. And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. The extra point is good. And the 49ers are able to cut into the deficit. 17. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Rams take over.
And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line.
Ready, set. Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make it fight. And it's second down.
And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
We'll start this drive with a run by Hunter. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
48-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
3. Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hey, smash. 79 Broncos. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. I had defenders race all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
3 yards to go.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Top low 18. Cup 19, Cup 19. Dragon 60.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
Tag. Cowboy 80.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
That's another
A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
Go! Cougar 19.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Rams.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Purdy on first down. That's to his tight end, Kittle. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5. It sets up second and 5.
Second and 5 at the 45-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 5. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Moving outside the pocket. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. That is a big gain for the 49ers. An even 40 yards. On first and 10, it's Purdy. It is brought in the end zone. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown San Francisco. Point after coming up here.
The kicker on for the point after.
He knocks it through. And the 49ers are able to edge a bit closer.
49ers 24.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want his defender to return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Ready, break. Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On the ground, it's Hunter to get it going. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
They'll look to throw. Headed left, buying time. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Trap all 80. Trap 60. Trap 60. Hey, he going to go. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Back to throw. Finds Nakua on the slant. He's to the 15. And he will score. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Rams. Touchdown. That is second touchdown of the game. He's got 20 on the year. Now, the extra point. The kick is good. And the Rams will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
49ers 24.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
First and 10 for Purdy. Short one there, caught by Kittle. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. First down, San Francisco.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. On first and 10, Purdy. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And he will get into the end zone. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Ready, set. Here we go, set. Bronco 80. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Cup 19, Cup 19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Right side, he's got Ferguson. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards.
Pick up there of 19 yards. First down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready. Cougar 19. 79.
Now they'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Second down and 3.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
On again, it's Hunter. And the Rams are going to have first and goal coming up. He takes this down to about the 5.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he's got another one. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, L.A. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Go.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
49ers 31.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll get across the 20, put them down to 23-yard line. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He'll throw it left and has his running back. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Huntley's very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that'll keep the drive going. He's got the first down. Up past the 40-yard line.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run?
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Ready up. Get it? 19 Tigers. Riggs. Dragon 60. Ready?
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last two throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next two drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
In motion is Myers. To throw on first down is Purdy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times. It'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
On second down, Purdy. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be ball in. He's got it. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, San Francisco. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
They'll drop to throw, and he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Viking. 70 Timberwolves.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
We'll go with the draw play here on second down. Finding space at the 15. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 33 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the 4th quarter. And they're able to pop off a big run.
Hill drops the throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. A decent field position to start this drive. First and 10. Purdy. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
7 yards.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. That pass falls incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And this drive is over before it can start. It's swallowed up to force fourth down.
A loss of 7 yards. Another 3 and out.
So it's a win here for the Rams. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. A game they really did.